Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Season 2 of Deadman Mode All-Stars. I can finally speak about this event. I've known about it for a very long time, but we kept our mouth nicely shut. Now, if you're unfamiliar with this event, I'm gonna be leaving the link in the description where you can go ahead and watch Solo Mission's hype video, basically. That's also where you can learn about all the, intricacies of this Deadman season. But the TLDR of it is we got 6 captains, we got the Dino skill specs, Bodhi, Oda, Block, Solo Mission, and Tvesta, picking between the cast of 24 players that you can see over here on the right. The point of this video is I'm gonna make a mock draft, so I'm going to be picking as if I was the leader in that group to kind of see what I think the distribution will be and how the teams might end up looking like. Now, just a very quick disclaimer, I do not know every single person on this list, so I will probably misplace some of the people on the list. And ahead of time, I apologize, okay? I apologize, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I just want to do it how I would do it if I was the team captain. Originally, I wanted to not include myself in this list, but for the sake of this video, I'll also include myself, might as well. I guess we just go ahead and start. Dino Nugget, the first pick of the Season 2 draft. And he's picking West Ham. This is 100% locked in, there's no question about it. Now, with the pick number 2, Mr. Skill Specs over here, we already don't know how he's going to go. When the picks are picked, we're gonna make them white like that. This looks kind of nice, you know? Alright, so Skill Specs. If he was to make as competitive of a roster as possible, he would be picking Rhys over here. Or Port Kazard. However, I believe there is, how should we call it, a little bit of speculation behind the scenes where Rhys is begging Skill Specs not to pick him. So because of that, I will say that Port Kazard will be picked as a second pick from Skill Specs. And I'm running with it. I made it wrong, so wait, can I do it like this? Okay, I'm overcomplicating this coloring technique here. Alright, slightly softer orange, that's fine. I think, honestly, this is how things are gonna go. Bodhi would then go ahead and pick Mr. Rhys over here as probably one of the best pickers left available on this list. So we go ahead and put Rhys over there. This is already looking different to how most people made their mock drafts, and that's because I cannot see a world where Rhys gets like picked 4th here, or 5th even. That would be like completely illegal in my opinion. This is how I would draft, okay, if things were up to me, which they are not, and this will probably look completely scuffed at the end of it. Mr. Oda Block, alright, Oda is gonna be looking for Bitter here, I think. One thing that I do want to say here, I do not know the skill level of Dubidobbies. I've seen other people make these lists and they are rating him quite highly. I personally do not know Dubi very well, so I'm gonna go ahead and put Ditter here as the first pick for Oda. I do think they would have a great synergy, but I also think they would be maybe a little bit lost at the very start. Now, why would they be a little bit lost? They are both great players performing when they are fed. But yeah, let's keep on going. We'll come back to this in a moment. Mr. Solo Mission. I think Solo Mission has a very hard spot. Pick 4 and pick 5 are the hardest spots in the draft to go with, honestly. So what do we have? We have Alfie C, Coxy, Doobie, Eviscape. Maybe Solo would like... Wait, this is already hard, by the way. I think Solo probably appreciates Iliop a lot. He probably has good synergy with Eviscape. He probably has amazing synergy with Pure Spam. The thing is, Pure Spam I think is a great player, but we have never seen him in a competition. He's always like calling, right? But I will go ahead and say that Solo here would end up picking Pure Spam. Am I going with Pure Spam here? Or Lake, man. I think Lake is also one of those people that we just don't know how good he would perform. Now, we know he's a great hardcore player. That's about as much as my knowledge of the Lake goes. But he could be like a really good pick here as well. So what I'm thinking about here in Solo Mission's mind, I'm thinking, I don't think he would pick Iliop in the first round, but I can see Iliop going here on number 8 very comfortably. I will go with Pure Spam just for the sake of the video not taking too long. I think pick 5 and 4 is so hard though. If I was picking, I would hate being here. Tvesta. Alright, Tvesta is going to first pick Alfie. He did that last time. I think they're very good friends. And I think Alfie is a great addition to anybody's team. He's gonna be doing whatever is best for the team. I think Alfie is a great pick here. And then his second pick, I'm honestly leaning towards Perp again. So if you don't know, I think this was the team of Tvesta last time as well. So both Alfie and Perp are decent at PvP. Alfie, great at PVM. Perp, maybe above decent at PvP, I would say. Could I see myself being picked by Tvesta? I think it's hard to say. And the reason for that is I almost never talk with Tvesta, so I don't know what he thinks of me personally. But okay, so just to like talk a little bit about myself here, my video, right? I'm expecting to be picked between pick 4 and pick 12. I'll just be straight up honest with you. I don't think I would sleep further than pick 12. And I can see myself being picked as early as 4, maybe as late as like... And honestly, 4 to 12, I think, is where I'll be personally picked. Anyways, Perp, Alfie, Tvesta, same trio as the original season. I think they will run it back, honestly. And now we're back to solo mission. So solo mission, pure spam. Already great strategist in solo, already very good PvP skills in pure spam. They will want to build up on their PvP knowledge. They're going with Iliop here. I could also see the world where solo picks me here, honestly. I have pretty good vibes with solo. I think he doesn't think I'm that good. Hey, listen, I'll be honest. So I think this is how things are gonna go. From here, Mr. Oda block. I could see a world where Oda picks me here. I'm not even gonna lie. Now, disclaimer, I never really spoke to Oda. I really like him. He's a cool guy, you know? I would love to be in Oda's team. But will he pick me here, or would he go for... He might not go for Lake, because, listen, they might have some beef. Listen, I've watched the videos, I know. Would he go for... He could consider someone like Pip here, someone like Skidler, great PvP player, someone like V the Victim. I think V might fall a little bit down. Doobie Dobbies is also still on my list because I don't know how good Doobie is. And this is my personal apology to Doobie. I just don't know. I think let's hypothetically speak, Oda picks me here. This might be a very optimistic pick. But I think, hey, listen, going from pick number 10 to pick number 9, I think this one might end up working out. What am I clicking here? I'm clicking this. Am I correct in this, though? I'm not so sure, you know? I know I can provide a lot to the team, by the way, don't get me wrong. Maybe I'm underplaying myself over here, because, listen, I would pick myself number 4 or 5, but I can't do that, you know? That's just not fair. Okay, if we continue in this, then Bodhi comes and picks up Lake here. Bodhi loves to play with, like, really good players. I feel like he would absolutely snag Lake here. I genuinely think that would... Oh, maybe Sicknerd going this deep. He could also pick Sicknerd here, by the way. Yeah, Bodhi's picking the general. I feel it, honestly. I feel Bodhi's picking the general. Listen, it's how it's gonna go. I really feel it. But honestly, I think Sicknerd goes 10 or 11, just because of the vibes. But what do we have here? This is now complicated business right here. I genuinely don't know how to go from here. So we back to skill specs. Skill specs picks up Doobies here, 100%. If he doesn't pick him first round, some speculations are he would pick him immediately. So Doobies goes 11, which maybe underplaying Doobies a little bit. I'm not so sure. And now we're on the Mr. Dino technology here, on the first pick going again in a snake draft. Dino is picking Muds here 100%. Now, you might be like, what the fuck? Muds being picked number 12. Muds is such a good teammate to have going from the season 1. He's decent at PvP, by the way, even on NH setup. A lot of people don't know that about Muds. And he's a great team player, honestly. I think Muds gets picked by Dino if he doesn't get picked early, which I could see him not getting picked like in this sort of picks. But as soon as Dino sees that Muds is available, he picks him either 12 or 13. I'm 100% sure about that. And now Dino is going to be seeing West Ham Muds here. Is he going with the Rakesy? Is he bringing back the 4 nuggets? You know what I mean? I think at this point, Dino would be looking into players like Lake, into players like Eevee. Oh, fuck, Peep going this deep could also be a good pick at this point. Skidler is fucking great, by the way, but he always slips down. I don't know why Skidler slips down. Maybe I'm the part of the problem here. I think Skidler is a great teammate to have. C Engineer, the problem with C is we don't know the time commitment that he would put. If C puts a good time commitment, he's decent at PvP. You don't really need that much PVM knowledge right now. I think Barrows is just gonna be super important. Being able to like understand how to escape pickers is gonna be super important in this All-Stars. So Coxie wouldn't be picked here. Eevee could be, Lake, C, MMORPG Mammal are gonna sleep a little bit. Peep could be picked here, Rakesy could be picked here, Skidler could be picked here. Sparkmech, a lot of people don't know what to expect from Spark at the moment. V could be honestly picked here. Verf is probably gonna slip a little bit into the draft. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that Dino breaks the Nugget synergy and he picks Muds Lake here. The great hardcore combo, insane game knowledge, PVM knowledge. They're gonna grind it out. If I see this sort of team in the Dino Nuggets, I'm afraid. Because I think this would be a very dangerous team to deal with. We now go back to skill specs. Skill specs is for sure vibing with C Engineer, honestly. I'm just feeling like Skilly just picks C here. and they're having an absolute blast in the tournament. Honestly, this team looks kind of crazy as well. If this, dude, the crazy part about making a video like this is everything could be completely different. By the way, all of this is gonna be just messy. Bodhi Reese Sicknerd, guys, do you see a synergy here? They all have the same hairstyle. What is this about? Let's see if there's another hairstyle like that. Listen, Rexy would fit in here. No, but seriously, I could see Eevescape being picked here. I could see MMORPG Mammal being picked here. Bodhi Skidler, they're homies, right? I could see Skidler being picked here. But Pip is really slipping so deep. Oi, 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 oi. I'm like gonna hurt some feelings here with this one. Bodhi picks Skidler. I think Skidler is honestly a good pick, especially if he puts in the time, which according to sources, Skidler will be playing a lot this tournament. Okay, we're now in the Oda block situation. We have great PvP, comedian, and now we need something that's good right here. Who would I try to get on this team if I was like trying to be in Oda block's ear right now? I would be picking between Eevee and Pip here. Yeah, I'd be pipping between... I'd be pipping between Pip right here. Listen, Oda block is collecting Pip right now. It do be what it do be, we yoink it. Alright, solo mission, pure spam, Iliop. What is left? They will go with... I'm thinking Solo is the type of guy that picks Coxie here. Or he picks Rexy and then picks Coxie on 20. Now, everybody is like, for some reason, putting Coxie very low. This guy is streaming like a lot of hours in the little arena. I might have gone in a little Smurf account and had some duels with him. Coxie is not bad. I don't know what people are saying. Bro, they are like, you know, Coxie is doing good. And he even has like more time to do even better. Oh, did I sleep on Eevescape here as well? I think I did. Anyways, Solo picks Eevee here. I'm like 99% sure. If Eevee makes it this deep, he's getting picked here. I think this is what I'm gonna run with. Tvesta. Alright, Tvesta has Coxie, Spark, Vida Victim, Verf. Dude, this is hard. What do you pick at this point? Pick 18, 19 for Tvesta. That's hard picks. I feel like you go with Synergy. I feel like, unironically, you pick MMORPG Mammal here. You know you're gonna get great game knowledge. You know you're gonna get decent PvP knowledge. I know people like to talk shit about Mammal for unknown reasons. He's good. I swear he is. So, let's go MMORPG 18, Mr. Mammal 19. What else is there to say about Mammal MMORPG? They are much better than people think. I feel like. Yeah, that's about what I'm gonna say here. Solo mission, pure spam, Iliop, Eevescape. That's quite a lineup. I feel like Rexy gets picked up here. Potentially Verf. Now, you may be wondering why Verf. A lot of people don't know this. Verf is, once again, one of those people. People don't know. He's good. People just see Verf and they're like, ah, Chunkman account. But give Verf a couple of NH fights and you quickly realize, you know, he can click. And he's not bad. But I do think going from just straight up experience and just like, how do you say? I mean, Rexy played basically every single DMM. Putting him on 20 is just disrespectful, but I could see a world where this happens. Rexy was a big part of why Dino Nuggets even won the last time around, so we're gonna go ahead and draft Rexy here for the solo mission Snakes. Oda block, pick number 21, we got Coxie, Spark, V, and Verf. I would here be picking between Coxie... Okay, Coxie, V, and Verf, but putting V so low might be like... yeah... Might be a little bit, yeah, you know what I mean? But I think just because of synergies, I think V really slips deep here. And because of that, I think Oda picks up V, especially because of like the old synergies and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go with this. Now that I look at this list, I don't even think I agree with myself. I didn't have like anything pre-done. I just went with this on the fly, by the way. Yeah, I'm starting to see that I probably disrespected Rexy. V definitely could be picked higher. Probably Lake could be picked higher, Eevee could be picked higher. Everybody could be picked higher, bro. This shit is hard, you know? Bodhi, Reese, Sicknerd, Skidler. Who is the homie here? I feel like they're picking Coxie here. The problem that I see right now is we don't know how Spark is going to perform. Most of the Deadman modes, I see Spark just killing Yaks, getting gear, and then playing the finals. And I think this is why Spark is, on most of the lists, he's put like very low. I think Spark is a great player, honestly. And I think if he has like the correct sort of leadership, he would honestly do amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick Spark here for Bodhi or Coxie. Spark or Coxie, what are we feeling like? We're gonna go with Spark Mech on the pick number 22. Skilly is going to end up picking Coxie here. And Coxie is going to surprise the entire All-Stars cast because he's gonna perform better than most of the people that I put above him. And then as the last pick is going to be Verf, which is going to create Dino Nuggets. having the absolute insane team because Verf is really good. And as a last pick being really good, I feel a little bit unfair saying that, but this is also a great feeling to be in. Being like underrated is the best feeling you can have because you only have up. You can only prove your worth. And I think this is what I would go with. Would I change anything? Like as we are right now, Westport, Reese, top 3 picks for sure. I could see myself somewhere in this lineup. I honestly, I think the biggest problem here is solo mission. I don't know what solo mission could pick better. I could see solo picking Lake much sooner, because maybe he knows something that I don't. I could see solo picking Eviscape sooner. Maybe me. Maybe Pip. I could see this being rotated a little bit. I could see Rexy being picked sooner. I could see V being picked way sooner. But listen, this is what I'm gonna go with, okay? This is my mock draft. Feel free to laugh at me in the comments. Yeah, if I disrespected somebody, that was not my intention. This was just kinda on the fly, you know, picking one person at a time. I mean, look at all these players. These are all great players, right? So yeah, dude, I'm excited, boys. There's been some practice sessions going on behind the scenes. I'm looking forward to it. I'm keeping my usernames hidden. And hey, it's been good fun. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. There's going to be a draft reaction video dropping in 2 days. So I'm recording this on the 20th. The draft is released on 22nd. So we'll be looking forward to that. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be excited to be last pick of the Deadman All-Stars. Anyways, guys, get excited for videos every single day again. I'm coming out of the retirement. We're gonna pump a bunch of videos and it's gonna be good fun. Take care, everybody. Be safe. See you soon and bye-bye.